Hello. Whoa. It is officially summer. It is summertime. And we're chilling all summer, man. We're chilling all summer. How you guys doing? What's been going on? What's been happening since I've been away? Welcome to Finding Doyin. Welcome to another episode. Today's episode we're going to be talking about the older I get. The older I get, like what have I found out the older I've gotten like in this life? Like what has become more apparent to me the older I get. If this is your first time on this channel, welcome to Finding Doyin. Talk about relationships, talk about life, talk about growth, making better decisions for your life, and how to just improve generally. If you're an OG, you've been here before, you subscribe, you hit the notification bell icon, you don't need to do much. Thank you guys for always coming back and watching my videos. I really appreciate. Please give this video a thumbs up. Comment what you've also found out the older you've gotten, and let me know in the comment section if you enjoyed this video and more videos, the kind of videos you want me to make next. Like give me suggestions of videos like you feel like I should make, or what you want to hear my opinion on. Without doing so much, let's dive right into the video. So yeah, welcome back. If you're still here, it means you want to know what I've learned, the older me I've gotten. And you want to share what you've learned the older you've gotten. But before we dive into that, there's a song of the day. The song of the day is Adulthood Na Scam. That means adulthood is a scam. Adulthood na scam, you better leave them if you want. Nobody go give you money, nobody, people don't care about you once you become an adult. Very few people care about you once you become an adult. All the like free money you used to get, everything you used to get, all like the perks of being like a little baby or like a little child, you don't get it anymore. You switch it for something that is much more important and much more valid. You have like duty now, you have like people depending on you now, you have like responsibilities. These things don't sound fun, but the older I've gotten, the more I've realized that these things are actually the things that make life, roll. These things make life bearable. These things make life much more interesting to live. So I'm going to start from our parents, right? The older I've gotten, the more I've realized that our parents are not superhuman. Our parents are not like angels that fell from heaven. Our parents are not, or my parents, maybe your parents are superhuman. I don't know if you're Clark Kent or something. I can't make that decision for you. But my parents are not like superhuman. They didn't fall from heaven. They have flaws, just like me. So it has struck me that my parents are actually an older version of me. When I was young, I used to think, oh, like these people can do no wrong, Growing up in a Nigerian household, you'd be like, oh, my parents are, perfect. You want to maintain that perfect image of your parents. But then you grow up and you discover they have their own traumas. They have their own flaws. Just like I do, I have my own childhood traumas. They also grew up like in a Nigerian home, just like me. And they also have like childhood traumas and everything. So the older I've gotten, I've discovered that actually like they're not perfect. They are far from perfect, just like me. And if they're far from perfect, it means they can be wrong on some stuff. And this is where responsibility and duty comes up as you grow up as a child. You have to let your parents know, oh, this is this thing that you did that I did not like. And since we both can be wrong, we both need to apologize. We both need to come together to make this work. Because now I'm not just a child that you're saying, oh, like you must not complain. Whatever you see, you take it like that. Times have changed, And now like you have to treat your children, you have to treat me like an adult because I'm an adult, right? So it's just very, very funny when you discover that, oh, like your parents are actually not perfect. Like it strikes you. The older I've gotten, I've actually learned to extend grace, much more grace. The grace I want to be extended to me, I've learned to extend it to like my parents and extend it to like, my aunties and my uncles. I'm like, when I was younger, I thought you guys were perfect. But now I understand, So I give them that rope where like, I'm like, you can mess up because I also like allow myself to mess up sometimes. So I give you that same grace. I allow you to mess up. And like, you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to keep up appearances for me because I know like, the world is messed up and we are all messed up and we're all just trying to heal, all just trying to grow. So the older I've gotten, I've found out that, you know, parents are just like an older version of me, and it's fine if they mess up. So I don't really like judge them for stuff that they do. I just want to hold them accountable the same way, you know, they hold me accountable, and they've always held me accountable. I think it's only fair, right? Adults to adults, to hold your parents accountable also, and for them to hold you accountable. Like something happened when I was doing my photography. My dad was like, he saw some pictures that I had snapped. It was like, oh, like he called me, was like, I don't like these pictures, or I don't like them. That, you know, people would think this. And he advised me, and I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I understand where, like, you know, your perspective is coming from. I understand where these people might be coming from. But this was why I did it. This is this. And he was like, yeah, I understand. But like, how many people can? I was like, I respect your opinion. Thank you for bringing it to my notice. Like, it won't happen again, right? Sometimes too, my mom is like, oh, I don't like this thing that you did. I'm like, oh, like, thank you for, you know, bringing that to my opinion. This was my own mindset when I did it, but I appreciate, like, you know, another perspective. So if I can receive like constructive like feedback or constructive criticism from, like, you know, my parents, they should also be able to receive some from me. It's only fair. So that's the first thing I've learned, like, growing up. The second thing I've learned, being old, is that Konji is a bastard. Say after me, Konji Na Bastard. What's Konji? If you're not Nigerian or you don't know, it's like being horny. It's like when you're horny, right? Like you feel this like sexual urges, like as an adult, like it's normal. If you're not an adult, please, if you're not up to 18, please off this video at this point and go and sleep. Go and read for your WAEC or whatever. Don't be on my video. But if you're an adult, you already know how it goes. One of the reasons is that sometimes, like, I was scrolling through, like, you know, people that I've spoken to, like, in the past, and I was like, this person, like, no offense, but this person is not even up to my standard. That's no offense. I'm not up to some people's standard, but me too. Some people are not up to my standard. But what was making me to chase after them at that time? No, it's Konji. I discovered. I looked through my life and I said, what could have been making me to make such a drastic mistake is congenitis. So the only thing other than Konji is the price of baby food when you go grocery shopping. Have you seen the price of Cerelac? Have you seen the price of diapers? Bro, it will bring you back to your senses. So I want to advise all the young guys out there, because nobody's watching out for us. We have to watch out for ourselves, right? Is that, you know, abstain. Keep yourself, be celibate, just be chilling. Because the price of baby food is expensive. If you try to run, they find you, you're in America, you don't even know what's up. You're born, child support, you misbehave, it gets you. So try to, you know, abstain, try to be very careful. If you must, like they always say, use a condom. If you must, use a condom. So just trying to, like, the older I've gotten, I've discovered that actually, if you let your sexual urges like take the best of you, you're going to make many wrong decisions in your life. So you have to be very careful who you lay with. You have to be very careful like how you live like your life, because like who you lay with, like eventually if you give birth to a child, it can determine like how far you go, or like the kind of people like you end up with. Some people, like some men or some women, like, oh, like I don't want to date someone that has a child. Some people are like that. You might end up meeting someone like that oh, you really like, but they're like, oh, like, I'm sorry, like, you know, you have a son or you have a daughter. I just feel like I want to be first place. So it becomes like a very tricky, slippery slope. So if you can, abstain. If you can't, abstain. Use protection. If protection should cast, stop. And you know, Roe v. Wade now is in full effect. So you guys, stay safe out there. Just putting out there, that's something I've learned the older I've gotten. Another thing, I saw a very funny tweet that I'm going to read. I'm going to try and paraphrase. The lady said, the older I get, the more I can't believe I was born through sex. My parents look so innocent, especially my dad. The name of the girl that tweeted was Shalom the First, so you can check her Twitter. So I'm not appropriating her jokes or appropriating her tweet. So Shalom the First said, like, the more I grow, the more it doesn't look, these people look too innocent. You know, your parents look too innocent to have given birth to me through sex. I say now, immaculate conception. You know, I just fell from the heavens. I wasn't born through sex. So the older you get, the more you like, I've not seen my parents kissing before. Like, How did you guys make like 4 children? What's going on? What's that about? You get? So like, you know, the older you get, you just find it like very, very strange. And I'm sure your children too will grow up and be like, ew. Like, see your parents kissing you, like, ew. Like, what are these people doing? People are too old. But like, you know, you also want to kiss, you also want to like do stuff, but like you don't want your parents to enjoy. So like it's just very weird because like growing up in Nigerian home, like I think maybe once or twice that I saw my parents like kissing or showing affection like that. So I'm like, how did you give birth to 4 kids? Like what's going on? Like what's that about? Right? What's that about? So that's something else that I thought was really funny that I wanted to bring to like, you know, the public's notice. Because I think you might also feel the same way. At this point, let me know what you feel like in the comment section. What's something that as you've gotten older, like has actually stuck with you and you're like, actually I never thought of this thing in this manner, but now like, you know, putting it in perspective, the older I've gotten, this is actually like, you know, something. The last but not the least is that all friendships are different. I'm a big proponent of like, you know, being friends with people. I'm very easygoing, I like to think. People think I'm sweet. If you think I'm sweet, type it in the comment section. If I don't see it, I'm not making any videos again. I'm just kidding. But like, people think I'm sweet. I make friends like easily. But also, as an adult, you have to recognize that everyone cannot be your friend. Even the Bible says that he who is a friend to all is a friend to none. Because everybody is not friends with everybody. So if you're a friend to everybody, it means that you'll be backbiting one of your other friends in a different friend group. You have those cliques. Like you have this clique that doesn't like this clique. So if you're part of the 2 cliques and they're gossiping about one of your friends in this other clique, are you going to participate? So if you're a friend to all, you'll be a friend to none. So make sure to keep your acquaintances. Differentiate between who are friends, who are acquaintances. And some people have even transpired from friends to like family. Learn to differentiate and put it in perspective of like who you're giving your attention to. Don't just give attention to like random people. Just don't let random people walk into your life. If you're like a people pleaser, I used to be like big people pleaser before. I used to just want to do everything to make sure people are happy, irrespective of what I feel, irrespective of like, you know, the people close to me. But then I learned that, you know, you have to put it in perspective and like have boundaries and make sure you treat your friendships special, right? Don't give acquaintances more privilege than your friends. And all friendships require like different ways to manage them. I was talking to a friend of mine like I think last week. I don't really call my friends, right? Anytime we catch up, we can talk for like 3 hours or like 2 hours. So we catch up on all the gist. Like most of my friends, like my very close friends are guys. So like they understand, right? Like we just keep moving, and then when we finally see or when we finally catch up or more, we can talk for hours. One of my guys came to my house like recently, like I think last week or last 2 weeks. We hadn't seen since last year. He was my roommate back in Statesboro. And we went to the gym together, we spoke till like almost to 11 in the night. And he had to drive back somewhere. So that's it. That's how most of my friends, like my guys are. But then you have like female friends, and some of them like, oh, you know what, like you haven't called me, I haven't heard from you. And then like, one of my friends was telling me, she was like, oh, like actually, like my friends are important. I actually like to call them because that's the way me, I like, you know, like my friendship to be groomed. And I'm like, most of my own friends, I know they call them, like, is when we see, like, whenever we see, like, the energy is real, it's genuine. There's no, but like, that calling every time, like, you know, it can be difficult for me. So that's something I've learned, and the older I've gotten, the older I've learned to appreciate like my friends and learn that you can't actually do this life thing alone. So, you know, shout out to my friends, shout out to my subscribers. You guys keep me going. Thank you for, you know, always watching my videos. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. Share this video to a friend of yours. Share this video to a family. Share this video to your mom, see, and your pop, see. If you've never seen them kissing before. I appreciate like all the likes. I appreciate the sweet comments. I appreciate the thumbs up, everything. Please smash the notification bell icon. Smash the subscribe button. Let me know what you feel in the comment section. And I'll see you in another video. If you enjoyed this video, please let me know in the comment section.